Alright, I'm going to show you the easiest way to install a web server and website on your Raspberry Pi. So if you already have an operating system, that's great because this is compatible with all operating systems. If not, you'll want to go to this website and download the Pi installer. Once you have this on your machine, we're going to select the Raspberry Pi OS because it's the easiest for beginners to work with. We're going to install this on the micro SD card that we have, and once this is done writing, we'll put this into our Raspberry Pi and we'll go through the startup prompts. Alright, here's the startup prompts. Nothing too fancy, we're just going to enter your information here. You can use whatever username you'd like. I used Pi for testing purposes, but you can select whatever you'd like. You will want to set up your Wi-Fi here by selecting your network and signing in. And the last step is going to ask you if you want to update. We're going to skip this step, and then we're going to restart the Raspberry Pi. So I'll see you back here in just 1 second. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is turn off the screen blinking. So this way our screen doesn't shut off on us when we're in mid-install. So we'll do that by going to Preferences, Raspberry Pi Configuration. We'll go to Display, and we'll uncheck this screen blinking tab. Hit OK, and we will want to reboot. So I'll see you back here in just another second. Alright, now we're going to want to open the web browser and get the utility we're going to use for the installation here. So once the browser loads, we're going to type in piwebhosting.com. And on the right, we're going to click on Get the App. And add to cart. We'll enter our information here. And then after we enter our card information, we'll place the order. So I'll see you back here in just a second. So once the order is placed, you'll get this page, and you'll be able to download the utility from the button right here. And we'll certainly want to keep this file. And click on the caret, and now show in folder. From here, we're going to want to drag this over to the home icon. May not say Pi on yours if you named yours something different. Once that's done, we can close this and the web browser. And we're going to start the utility by opening a window in the terminal. So I'm going to make mine bigger so it's easier to see on the video here. So give me just a second. There we go. And to start it, you're going to type sudo bash pi web hosting utility.sh. Alright, what this is asking us to do is to open our router settings and ensure that these ports 80 and 443 are open on our Raspberry Pi's IP address. This is a local IP address, so it will be different for yours. And this will also be a different process for everybody, slightly different. But if you're not familiar with how to do this, you're going to want to get on a computer that's wired directly to your router, and you'll want to enter in the address to your router. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's usually found on the bottom of your router. And once you're logged in, we're going to want to look for the port forwarding section. And once again, this might be slightly different on yours, but the point is the same. So we're going to look for where we can see under NAT forwarding, we have this port forwarding, and now we're going to add a couple of ports. So we're going to name these HTTP. And my router allows me to just look at the connected devices, and I can see this is the IP address that I was given on the other screen, and I could type this in manually if otherwise, if I needed to. And so there's port 80, and now we're going to do this one more time to add port 443. And once again, if your router doesn't allow you to just view the connected devices, just manually type that in for the IP address. With that, we'll hit save, and we're all done here. So we can close out of this. And we can go back here and we can hit enter to continue. Alright. So now we'll hit enter, and it's going to ask us what type of site. So we'll select one for WordPress. It's going to ask us the name of our website. So mine is Pi Web Host Test. And I'm just going to use test to fill in the rest of this information just to get through these prompts. Now it's going to start installing the back end packages here. If this is the first time that this is ever ran, this will take about 15 minutes. So I'm going to let this run, and then I'll see you when it gets back to the next prompt. Alright, so it's asking us now if we want to confirm our site name and our username. So those look pretty good to me, so we'll put Y and hit enter. Now it's asking if this is a local site. So if you wanted a site that's only available on your local network, you would push in Y and hit enter. But we want a site that's available to the public internet, so we're going to type N and hit enter. Alright, now it's asking for our domain. So this would be the domain that you purchased from your domain provider. So I purchased piwebhosttest.xyz for $2.17, the cheapest thing I could find. And now it gives us our public IP and then tells us to ensure that we've entered this into our domain provider. So on GoDaddy, you're going to want to go to your account to upper right and then go to your properties. Go down to manage my domain on the website you're trying to change. And then manage domain again. It's over on the right over there. And now manage DNS. So this top one where it says parked right here, we're going to want to edit this. And where it says parked, we're going to want to put the public IP address that we were just given from the other screen. Once again, I'm going to hide mine. Then we're going to save it. And once it's saved, we can go back to this screen here. And we can press enter to continue. Actually, before we do that, let's go check out our website right now. If everything installed properly, we should get a WordPress installation page. Excellent, there's our WordPress installation page. So everything installed properly. But you'll notice over here, it's showing that our website is not secure, which is less than ideal. So let's finish running this application and see if we can fix that. And it's basically wanting to make sure that we have this all set to go before we install the certificate, and we know that it is set properly because we just visited the website and we were able to see that installation page. So let's go ahead and install the certificate by typing Y and enter, and then it's going to start the cert bot and tell us to follow the prompts. So this is where you're going to want to enter an email address. I'm going to hide mine here. And it asks if you want to agree to the terms of service, which you must if you want to have a secure website. This asks if you want to get emails. I don't. And you're going to want to leave this blank and just hit enter for this one. Alright, so it looks like that ran. So let's go ahead and refresh our website. It should be the same page, but this time, haha, we now have the secure website. So it's no longer an unsecure website. The certificate was installed properly. And what this is telling us now is that we should change this login folder. Generic WordPress websites, to log into them, you just go to the website /login. It's less than ideal for someone who's trying to hack into your website. So we should change this for security reasons. So we're going to type Y and hit enter, and we can make this whatever we want. So I'm going to make mine WP-test, but you can make this something easy to remember but unique. So now it's telling us my new login page is this piwebhosttest.xyz /wp-test.php. So if we enter this website, it should redirect us to the same page that we're on right now. So let's test that out. And sure enough, it redirects us right to the installation page. So everything is successful on this. So let's go ahead and go back to the application and finish this off. And while we're at it, we might as well just finish this installation of WordPress. So we can you can put whatever you want to put in here for your site title and your username and such. I'm just going to go ahead and put some generic information to get through these. You can click this if you don't want your site to be searched. I really don't, because this is just a test site. Otherwise, you may want to uncheck this. And let's install WordPress. Success. Excellent. So now let's log in. Now, if you remember, we changed our login page. This is for security purposes, so let's go into the login page that we changed it to. Test.php. There we go. And when we log in, it's going to take us to our dashboard here. Let's go ahead and check out our website though. We should have a nice Hello World website. And there we go. And you can edit this website right here directly on the page. You can just click on this and you can start to edit this website. What's great about WordPress is there's no programming skills needed to build a really nice website. If you go back to your dashboard, you can do things like install plugins. You can change the appearance and give it new themes. And next time you run this to install a new website, a second or a third or a fourth website, this will all run in about a minute to a minute and a half now that we've installed all these other background packages. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.